My earliest memory of being short was in the 4th grade when I was around 9 years old. For some reason, there was a class activity where we would measure everybody's height and then line up from shortest to tallest. And the first person in the line was a small petite girl measuring at 128 centimeters. And the person next to her was me, standing 1 centimeter taller than her at 4'2". From then on, I've always noticed myself being vertically challenged. I would get commented on how short I was, like I didn't already know, and I would get overlooked and picked on last in my gym class. It just felt like the world wasn't made for short people like me. But I thought this was all just a phase because I had something called puberty up my sleeve, and all the pain and suffering would be gone. But that growth spurt, it was underwhelming to say the least. It was over. All my physical stages of development has peaked, and now I'm gonna be those people in the TikTok comment section talking about I'm a male, 16, 5'2". I make cook chat. Damn right you are. It's only gotten worse the past couple of years because of social media. You know, in the US, 5'9" used to be the average male height, but social media made it so that average just doesn't exist. If your height starts with a 5, you are short. And if you are below average, you are shorter than short. Heightflation, so it's called. And unfortunately, height is something that is out of a person's control, but it's also something that you're gonna get heavily judged on. Like, you're gonna get overlooked literally and figuratively for a lot of things you do. Talking to strangers is a lot harder to stand out and make friends. Your accomplishments might be dismissed. You struggle to reach the top of the shelf. And you can have the best personality in the world, and people just won't consider dating you. There are a few scenarios where I do notice my height affecting the quality of my life. For example, I went to this concert, right? And guess who was performing? You don't know? Well, I don't know either, because I couldn't see shit. All I saw was the back of people's heads bumping up and down while I'm getting crushed in a mosh pit. And for group photos, when everybody comes together to take a picture, everybody kind of turns their head towards me like, oh, okay, I'll go to the front, geez. This one's a bit more subtle, but sometimes I go to these business events and I'm meeting new people, so I'm shaking their hand, and sometimes it's a big, tall person like that I'm meeting, and I just feel the size difference, and I'm thinking, damn, I feel like a little kid. It's like an internal sense of belittlement you feel all the time, but you can't really point it out. Even with the simple question, how tall are you, is so different when you're short, because you could tell from the tone. This person's asking because they know that you're short. They just want to know how short you are. But when it's a tall person, they ask it like, wow, how tall are you? Because you are visibly tall, and it's like a praise for winning the genetic lottery. Am I not speaking facts? There's no denying that taller people have an easier time getting by with life than short people. I sometimes wonder what it's like to be 6 feet tall. I could probably get away with a lot of things. Like, I wouldn't need social skills because people would approach me first. I could throw on a terrible outfit and look good simply because I'm tall. Tall is the outfit. And I could be addicted to heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, and girls would still want me. But being short, it's not fun. Speaking from experience, the whole time I've been alive, I think I even hung up on a pull-up bar for months in a row to try to change that, and I grew an inch. But other than that, there's nothing else I can do except embracing my height. It might be something I dislike, but I have to accept it. But what I dislike more about being short is short people whining and complaining about being short. I don't mean like making jokes or little things about being tiny in society. It's the people who talk about it like their height is the reason why they have all these problems in their life.
Oh, I can't play this sport because I'm too short. Oh, I can't talk to this person because I'm too short. Oh, I'm unsuccessful because I'm too short.
You're making it sound like a disability, and it's not. What it is a disadvantage. A short guy has to do a lot more to make up for their height. This comes in relationships, sports, getting respected, but it's not impossible. And I can assure the people that speak like this, blaming their life being bad because they were dealt with bad cards, will still have a bad life even when they're tall. Because you can still play your cards right. I guess being short can even be a blessing in disguise, because you're put in a position where you have to work harder to stand out. You have a sense of drive that comfortable people don't have. Who knows? If I were 6 feet tall, I might have never hit the gym. I would have less social skills, and I would be less confident by relying on my height rather than my personality. And plus, we can at least sit in the back of the car comfortably. At the end of the day, height is just a number. What really matters is how you carry yourself. So stand tall, even if you're only standing at 5'2". Yeah, I'm definitely coping.